Put your children to bed.
Kids don't need to hear what's about to happen.
Hot crack has returned.
HBK, the lady lover, the king of pleasure.
It's the most hated Ock, baby.
Oh, please say the baby.
You tuned in to Pie Crack. 8-Bit Paul, aka Five the Fresh.
Pie cracking this bitch.
Yo, it's your boy Matt, the Mad Titan. We the Blurs with attitude, and this the party dude.
Barely.
Anybody else I talk to about this shit, they don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And that's why Pie Crack must exist.
Pod Crack, real raw and unmotherfucking cut.
Welcome to Pod Crack. It's your boy, the newly returned to Instagram, the H to the B to the K, the heartbreak, the one and only. The ladies love me. I love them back. I love you, baby. So, and as I look around the room, as I pan, sweep left to right, I see some familiar faces. It is the Ock baby, Ock Sampson. Ock, please tell him, who has a more lose-lose job, John Cena or Anthony Fauci?
Lose. You could make the most money you ever made in your life, or you could accept you could kowtow, if you will, to a fucking murderous regime that literally pays the rest of the world to do their propaganda for them and shit.
Talk to him.
And all you have to do is bow one time, my nigga. Huh? Bow to me, bow to Zod, nigga. And we'll let you live out the rest of your days as a rich white man. Or you can fucking lose all your job and shit and have no one stand up for you because they're also under the same thumb of the same regime and shit. What's the lose-lose? Is that a lose-lose?
Either you lose or you lose, my nigga.
Nah, I'm gonna have to go with the other nigga, my nigga. I'm gonna have to go with Anthony Fauci, nigga. Forget all you ever knew about medicine and shit, and pretend Trump is right, nigga. Then have the next regime come in and have you on some bullshit too, nigga. And you could lose your job or literally have half the world die, nigga, and then have the half that remains alive. Have half of the half that remains alive not believe that the half of the world died by the thing you said they was gonna die by. Shit. That's some shit, nigga. You know what I mean?
Isn't it though?
If you do your job right, half the country hates you. If you do your job wrong, half the country dies and shit. Like, what the fuck?
What's a nigga to do, man? What is a nigga to do?
I'm gonna go with Fauci, my nigga. And also, I'm gonna start the hashtag Fauci didn't kill himself.
Get in there early, man. Get in the ground floor, brother. You know what I'm saying? And as I pan once again, lastly but not leastly, listen, I was watching this brother snap stories this week, and I'm convinced this man lives 5 consecutive lives at the same time. You know what I'm saying? As I was watching this man tweak his purple Challenger to be race ready for race day, so he could race Dom Toretto down in race wars in the desert. You know what I mean? It is none other than the Mad Titan, Mighty Matt.
MATT. Now, do you know what that stands for? It's for Men Against Trash Theater, and that's what we're going to be talking about today.
Who gave this nigga Matt a gimmick, my nigga? What the fuck?
Talk to him.
Oh, man.
Who has the book, nigga? What the fuck?
It was Kevin Sullivan all along, man. Yeah. I respect you, Booker man. Yes.
Matt, talk to these niggas, Matt.
Oh, man.
The man against trash theater, man. And he coming straight at you. Put your 3D glasses on.
Put them on, pussy.
Gentlemen, we used to have a segment on Pod Crack a long time ago. I used to have a segment where he would make an impassioned plea to the audience, letting some certain individual, person, place, or thing, some entity know that their run had concluded, whether they knew it or not. And that segment was called It Might Be Over for You. And on this episode, I wanna restart that. I wanna shake the dust off of it. And I'd like to throw an unlikely name on the table. And I'd like to say, hey, Marvel Studios, it might be over for you. Gentlemen, the Marvel Studios has released the trailer for the upcoming adaptation of the Jack Kirby graphic novel, The Eternals. Let's crack it, gentlemen.
I want to start off by saying I've never liked the Eternals. Now, here's the difference, right? You say, well, Marvel, they bring characters all the time and make them into stars. Characters you didn't care about. Keyword. I didn't care about Iron Man. I didn't care about Thor. I didn't care about fucking Captain America, all right? But if you give me a reason, perhaps I can. I actively and especially didn't like the Eternals. Why? You may ask. They're just the worst X-Men. It's like if we take the story of the mutants and water it down and make it stupid, here you have the Eternals.
That is true. Okay. I come at it from a different perspective. And the perspective I come at it from is, all right, Jack Kirby left Marvel, right? Because he wanted to do some like cosmic, outlandish type shit, right? And he went to DC and they let him do the New Gods and Dark Side and all this, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just lush page swipes of outlandishness. And it was great. And then he took his leftover ideas of that and came back to Marvel and tried to do the exact same thing with fucking the Eternals. Not as good. Not as good, I think. And so, yeah, no, I'm not with it. I'm not rocking. I'm not rocking with the Eternals. We're gonna get into this trailer though. Matt, your history with the Eternals, please wax poetic for us.
I mean, you kind of covered it, man. The Eternals is like just the bootleg version of the New Gods. It's exactly what they are, but it's like more complex and more boring. And I guess that's what the trailer did. It completely captured the comics. Like, we're looking at the Eternals on screen, a boring comic that nobody read into a boring movie that nobody wants to see. So I guess they know what they're doing.
My nigga, how dare you let me go on that rant and not realize I was confusing the Eternals with the Inhumans and shit.
Oh, my bad. I thought you.
I mean, it's all like some category of
one size
X-Men.
fits all.
Yeah, it's all literally copy X-Men, like some category, like interchangeable.
Yeah. It's funny how that works, right? And then, like, I'd rather see a movie about the externals. Like, I think that'd be more fucking interesting, nigga. Let's talk about the fucking Thieves Guild versus the externals, nigga. Like, what?
New external gods, dude.
Like,
I think. How do you feel about Marvel Studios presents Ancient Aliens, the movie? How do we feel?
Not good at all. Like, did anything interesting happen in that whole film?
Not a
that whole
thing.
It was the one thing that you said, you know what? I'd like to see where that goes.
Nothing. And they brought out the star power, right? They got Salma Hayek. They got Angelina Jolie. I don't care about any of this.
None of it. Nothing happened in that preview. It might as well have been 5 seconds. What do you call it? A teaser? It might as well have been a teaser.
They called that a teaser, though. Marvel Studios had the audacity to call that a teaser. I'm not teased. You know what I'm saying?
It's like a 3-minute teaser too. Like I don't know what's the deal with these like teasers that are going on for 3 minutes, and then like we're gonna get the official trailer one like a couple weeks before it comes out. And that's gonna be like 8 minutes, and then official trailer 2, and then that's gonna be the rest of the movie. I just don't personally get it, man. But I have a question though. All right, at all the Marvel properties, can I just name a couple things I would prefer to see? The Starjammers.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
can we get that? Can we see the Shi'ar Empire?
Yes.
If you do the
give me more
Starjammers,
Lalandra.
If you do the Starjammers, you have to do the Shi'ar. So yes to all that shit.
Like, can we get like actual decent people? Can we get Blue Marvel? Can we get like, I don't know, like some Marvel Dark or something? Like, there's a million different teams that we could go through. Like, but here we are. Like, we finally hit rock bottom, I guess.
And like my whole thing was when I first saw this, I likened it, and I'm gonna say this. Hear me out first. I likened it to the first time I saw the trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one. It was like I didn't know anything about them, right? Other than like tangential knowledge from the comics or whatever, but I had no expectations. But the difference being, the first trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy looked fun.
Fun as shit.
Fun as they had the little 80s songs and whatnot, and it looked fun. This does not look fun.
And I think they know it doesn't look fun. I think they watched it and said, "Wait a minute, this shit ain't fun." They tried to check the directing credits. Like, did Zack Snyder make this shit? Like. Like, and then that's when they threw in a little joke at the end because, like, hey guys, we're not DC.
Okay, well let me ask y'all this.
At least not yet.
How do we feel about the joke at the end?
Trash.
Is now that Tony Stark is gone, who will lead the Avengers? I could.
I think they said Steve Rogers.
Oh yeah, they did say Tony Stark and Steve Rogers. Iron Man and Steve Rogers. I think that's what they said.
Funny because I only heard Steve Rogers, but yeah, stupid. It's absolutely dumb. Absolutely dumb. First of all, who is that guy? Am I supposed to know who he is? Did they introduce him? Did they say his name?
Not at all, but they've been around forever.
Oh God.
They are eternal.
God. All right, let me ask you, man, because it's like a big team. Like, there's what, like 10 members on this team?
Yes.
So okay, I mean, since they're not relying on us knowing who they are, like a la X-Men. Like, well, they did a pretty good job, though, honestly, X-Men, of introducing characters. Like, what are we gonna do? Like, we're gonna watch it like a hour, 48-minute movie, and at it, we still can't rattle off anybody's name. How are they gonna do this? How are they gonna introduce these losers to us? Like, Guardians of the Galaxy is different. Like, it's a smaller crew. You know, it was like 5 people in the first one,
and they were all colorful characters.
Exactly.
Like, even if I didn't know Rocket Raccoon, he's a raccoon. He's the raccoon one, or the tree one, or the green lady.
Yes.
Or the large man covered in tattoos.
Yes.
Or the funny white guy.
Yeah, with the mask on. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, ask me who I saw in this one. Ask me. Go ahead.
Name the Eternals for me, brother.
Okay. There was the guy who played in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's one.
There was the woman from Angelina Jolie.
Angelina Jolie, that's an Eternal. That's 2.
There was Selma Hayek.
Yeah, she's an Eternal. That's 3. Okay.
And then there was a bunch of vanilla midgets on the screen, my nigga.
We're gonna have to edit that out.
That's it. It was a bunch of fucking. Okay. There was a large civilization of faceless people, my nigga. There was a big ass fucking Independence Day spaceship and some sand and a beach. Is the beach a part of the Eternals? Because that's what I remember more than anything else, my nigga. Like, why are you setting the fucking scenery in a teaser trailer, my nigga? Like, what the fuck? Like, well, are you trying to get me to understand the landscape? Is that what's supposed to? Oh, god damn it! God damn it! I can't wait to see the fucking breaking fucking wave on the beach. Shit.
They want you to know these people have been around since the beginning. Huh? They made the pyramids, brother.
Yeah. Trash. You asked me, that's racist. All right. It's an African accomplishment. You understand what I'm saying?
That's why there's a black one. There's an Indian one. There's a Chinese one. There's a child. There's Selma Hayek. And there's Angelina Jolie. And the nigga from, where's the other nigga from?
Yeah, I mean, Akira, also, if you want to get mad, I mean, like, once they show those, like, really early humans with hominids, that they should have all been black, too, since we all know
Thank
that.
you.
I mean,
Thank you,
talk
Matt.
to him. Let's talk to him.
You are a sub-Saharan African. That's how genetics works. So, yeah.
Let's talk to him.
That's what I was getting at. It was too many light-skinned niggas on the screen. Like, too many fair-skinned. Too many people from the fair skin. And like I said, Marvel has a history of doing this. They changed the ancient Chinese man to a white woman. I don't know how they thought that was the more progressive thing to do, but that's what they did.
Oh my goodness. Hold on real quick. I want to show y'all an image. That's the poster for the
Oh, wait, nah, man. Is this real?
Yes. This is Marvel.com, man.
Like this is like straight up Disney Marvel Studios using graphic designers to make a poster that preview, and they give us this.
This is
a wall of fucking like names and trash background, dude. Is this for real?
That's man. There's Kevin Feige is saying that this is the first Marvel film that's probably going to win Best Picture at the Oscars.
Oh.
Razzies, maybe at the Razzies, but nah.
nigga, what is the one joke that everybody says? Oh, I wanted my movie about superheroes to have an Oscar. Like the joke is like you were trying to go for the Oscar in a movie about some bullshit, my nigga. Do they not understand what they're doing to themselves, nigga?
Why does this like? Okay, why does it have all these like no-name listers, stupid names, and then it goes with Selma Hayek and with Angelina Jolie? Like, why does it separate it like that? Is it going to be like literally like 5 minutes of screen time for everybody, top to bottom, and then like the most of the movie is going to be the last three people?
Yes, obviously.
You just called it immediately, my nigga.
Oh my God, why are we doing this?
You just called it completely.
Oh my goodness.
Because we've given them too much power, my nigga. They literally believe we'll watch anything they put out, my nigga.
They've lived long enough to see themselves become the villains, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all it is, man. Listen, but okay, so we have the Eternals trailer. We have the trailer that was put out earlier this year, Shang-Chi. And of course, Black Widow is set to come out sometime soon. I don't know if I have the confidence that I once had in Marvel, man. They seem like they got a whole bunch of flippity flops on their hands, man.
I really don't understand though, like the thought process when they're like, okay, what do we have? And then like somebody's just like, all right, so we could do like, let's do a Thunderbolts movie. It's like, nah. Who's on the newest team? Oh well, we got like Red Hulk, Ghost Rider, Blade. We got like Nick Fury. Nah, next. It's like, oh. Okay, yeah, we could do Alpha Flight. Like we could do Alpha Flight. It's like, how about them? Who's on a team? Oh, it's a pretty interesting cast of characters. Kind of like the nah. What else we got? It's like, oh, the New Warriors. It's like, I mean, they sound pretty cool. Let's do the Eternals. And it's like, why? Literally, I don't know anybody that owns a comic, man. It makes no sense.
Yeah, man, it's pretty trash, man. It might be over for you, Marvel. Gentlemen, the reason I gathered this panel here today, and I said it might be over for Marvel. Listen, Marvel, I don't attack you because of trailers. You know what I'm saying? Trailers can be misleading. It's a marketing tool. But then you went and put out a little television show called Marvel Presents Robot Chicken, the AIM edition. I'm sorry. You went out and put a little show called Marvel Studios' MODOK.
Yep.
And I'm sorry. What he meant was they put out a little show called Marvel Presents. We really, really like the DC show about Joker's girlfriend. And we want to do the exact same show, but use a character you don't give a fuck about.
Yeah, I mean, okay, there's definitely a lot of aping going on because Harley Quinn aped the Venture Brothers, and then which was an ape off of like Marvel DC stuff, and then MODOK It's just literally, yeah, stupid monkey's chance to do something that's not Robot Chicken, but it's Robot Chicken, but it's not.
Yeah.
I-
Gentlemen, how do we feel about MODOK?
All right, man. I finished it. I don't know about you guys. I finished it from top to bottom. You guys finish it?
Hell
Matt,
no.
here's the thing. You are for trash, you are down like a clown. And for you are whatever they have to shovel at you, you will devour it. You know what I'm saying? That's your strength, my friend.
That's your superpower.
That absolutely is the superpower.
You know what I'm saying?
If I was getting tortured, they sitting me down like, all right, we're gonna go through the entire season 1. Like
you are E Honda off of the Street Fighter movie when they was breaking sticks and whips and all that on the man's back, and he seemed unfazed. That's how you are for superhero shows, man. Oh, you know it's trash going in, but you will sit down and devour the entire thing. Sir,
I don't know how.
Listen. The same way that Akira felt about Jupiter's Legacy is the same way that I felt about MODOK.
Okay.
I listen. I'm gonna tell you this, man. At one point in the first episode, I got up and walked to the kitchen, and when I got to the kitchen, I realized that I had that I had no reason to be in the kitchen. My mind went into autopilot. It was fight or flight. And my body said, let me get you the fuck out of here, son. Let me get you the fuck out of here to a safer place. And then I regrouped and I went back and sat on my couch and watched the remainder of that awful, awful show. I'm just talking about the first episode. There's no way I was going past the first episode. Matt, I salute you. Hats off to you, man.
Okay. All right. Okay, where did you tap out on first episode 2?
My nigga, I tapped out in the first scene. Turned the shit off. Started watching something else, nigga. Went back in the chat and saw how much Sean really wanted to do this podcast, nigga. And turned that shit back on, my nigga. And literally had to be doing 6 other things at the same time to make it through, nigga. And there's so little substance to it, nigga. I caught every joke, every bit of dialogue while I was fucking cleaning on Twitter, fucking chatting on what's it called. I caught every joke. Trash, nigga. That shit is absolute trash. And when I finished it, I said to myself, never again, nigga. Never again.
Okay.
I think to myself, who is this show for? And I can't answer that question. Usually I'm pretty good at thinking who is their target audience with this. With this, I don't know.
Niggas who like Patton Oswalt, nigga. That's it.
Yeah. Like it is for people like Patton Oswalt. Like people like in their 40s that are having a rough time in their marriage.
Nick
that read a lot of comics that like Patton Oswalt, like his stand-up and stuff, and like this show was catered to them. And I know it was because, surprise, like after episode 1, guys, right? And I'm not kidding, the entire rest of the series was dedicated to a God's honest, playing it straightforward dissection of MODOK, aka Patton Oswalt, like his love life with his wife and trying to get back with his like wife who divorced him. And it's not like, oh, okay, like there's gonna be a lot of humor in here. That was the main story for the 9-episode run. Was literally MODOK's like getting back with his wife, love life, and he was sad and then it's depressing. And halfway in, I realized this isn't about MODOK. This is literally Patton Oswalt like venting about his must be failing marriage, and that's what the whole entire show is about. Like I kid you not, after episode 1 was a complete like departure from the rest of the series, because after that, the second episode, I kid you not, was MODOK doing the whole divorce of his wife and then him trying to win her back, and that's every single episode. Every single episode. I kid you not. So the first one was the best one because it had nothing to do with that.
I've never felt so vindicated by my predictions
Now watching some shit, right?
in my life. Like Even Akira, like listening to the Jupiter's Legacy. Oh man, I didn't. Oh really? That happened? Okay. But not saying he was gonna go back and watch it, but still like,
Hell no.
oh okay, all right, I see. Okay, I understand what they did there. Listen, I don't even have that type of passive interest about this shit. And you telling me that it got worse?
It got way worse.
Because
Like,
I ain't gonna lie
way
to you.
worse.
When the first episode went off, and I backed out of it because I was about to go watch. No, I think I was watching Young Rock, and I was gonna go back and watch Young Rock. And when the first episode ended, and I backed out of it, and I saw that they had the entire first season,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Oh, you gotta be shitting me! What? Oh, you Marvel? You thought I was gonna? You thought somebody was gonna watch more of this? But then again, it shows that Marvel didn't believe in the show when I said, "Oh yeah, it's got to be on Disney Plus," and
Hell
Matt
no.
says, "No, it's on Hulu for some reason."
Yeah.
We know what that reason is now.
Not because they curse, nigga. Nah. Because it's trash, nigga. Who watched the pilot episode and was like, you know what? More of this, please. It was Patton Oswalt, nigga. That nigga was the fucking judge, jury, and motherfucking executioner, nigga. Because there's no one on this earth in their right mind that will watch one episode of this and not say to themselves, this is trash.
But even if there is one, it swaps up like it completely like gives what's what I'm looking for, like when they get bait you in, it's bait and swap, literally. Because I'm telling you, every single episode after that, like you thinking whatever, like it's gonna get better, and that's kind of what I kept telling myself. It's gonna get better. Like I mean, this is the guy from Robot Chicken. It's gonna be clever Marvel joke. No. Number one, it did something really weird where it wasn't like a comedy. I swear to God, it's not a comedy. I'm like anybody listening thinking I'm crazy. Watch it. It is a actual straightforward like dissection of MODOK, his love life, and his like his falling apart like at 45 because they bring up his age, him losing his wife, him losing his custody of his kids, and him losing his business. And once again, the whole time I'm like, this is like it's not funny and it's not cute. It's just sad and it's very pathetic the entire time because you're obviously looking at it through the lens of Patton Oswalt's life or something, and it is a hard watch, man. It is a absolute hard watch, and yeah, I was surprised. There wasn't really that many jokes in it. Like there was like, of course, like a couple jokes in it, but it wasn't a comedy. Like the main structure of an episode wasn't like like wackiness and serious MODOK's fighting Avengers or like what if like haha like jokes we all say. No, it was literally like a sad look into Patton Oswalt's like now life mixed it with some Marvel humor. It was weird.
I'm saddened to know that, right? Because even if I wasn't gonna watch the show, it's like, here's the thing. It was I said with Iron Man being in the first episode, I said obviously they gave them like the keys to the toy box, right? Obviously they have free range with whatever character they want to use. So I really thought they was going to continue to incorporate that. I wasn't going to watch it, but I said that could be fun in the future. But to know that it was just his home life.
Okay, like here I'm gonna tell you one gag. It literally happened because he's been Iron Man. We see him again once, or actually a couple times, right? But so after MODOK said the rock bottom, he goes to assault Stark Tower, and Iron Man comes out. It's like okay, and then he literally looks at him and goes, MODOK, you really are a clown, and he just leaves. And Patton Oswalt like tries to kill himself after that, but once again, it wasn't funny. It was just like, wow, this is just sad. So yes, that was the lowest part in the entire series. Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah. How is MODOK's character in the comic books? Is he really like a trash clown character?
No. MODOK, it's weird because like he legitimately when he came out he was played serious, but like he kind of got into this weird like he is 100% serious all the time, but he's the butt of the joke a lot of times now. So that's kind of like what his role is now.
So that's where this was born from. Just him. Is it because he looks ridiculous that some writer was like, "What if?"
Yeah. Now, I mean, but back then, once in like they unveiled MODOK from AIM or whatever, he actually was supposed to be a serious like villain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the difference between MODOK and like the genius from the Hulk,
From
The leader.
the leader? Yeah.
MODOK's not smart. He's literally like one trick pony. MODOK is more like Armanzola or something. Like he runs AIM and he's technologically smart, but he's not on that insane level. He's not on that like, S tier level, you know. He has techno kinesis and telekinesis, but I mean, I don't know if any run where MODOK was a threat, and there was a couple great runs with the leader, like a couple really really good runs of the leader. So
Okay.
yeah,
So they're literally, because you just assume that his head is so big, he must be smart, right? But I guess that's just not the case.
yeah, it's it's not the case, man. So yeah, his character, it's a very weird character design, but nah, it's not really the case here.
Well, good job, Marvel. You took a joke character and turned him into a joke more, I guess, and then motherfucking made an unfunny joke out of that. So, you know what I mean? It's a fucking nobody. We only know MODOK because he looks like that, my nigga. Like, other than that, I have no idea what the fuck his life is about. Why would you do this? The jokes you're making at the expense. Okay, how you make a joke is you take something that people know and then give them something unexpected, right? So you do a setup and then you do a punchline that they weren't expecting, and that's how people laugh, right? That's the basics of comedy, right? We don't know what to expect with Mo. We don't know him. We're not familiar with him. Matt may be, and maybe 5 more Matts in the world, but everybody else is looking at MODOK like, what the fuck is this? So when you bring him and he's, oh, MODOK, you're terrible. He's a bumbling idiot. Well, how is this funny? You're not subverting our expectations. You're not coming with a punchline we didn't expect. You're introducing a character to us, and it does nothing. It all just falls flat because it's just a world with a bunch of bumbling idiots stand next to regular people and stand next to other people who know that notice they're idiots, but somehow his family and kids can't realize how much of an idiot he is. It just doesn't make any sense. Have you ever actually watched Harley Quinn, Sean?
I have not.
The theory behind the whole show is, right, because it's how her twisted mind perceives these other characters. So when you see Bane, like, you know, acting out of character or whatever, or saying funny stuff, the whole thing is this is how she sees what he's saying. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it makes perfect sense. Well, you know, it falls flat because there's people acting like that when she's not around. So, like, whatever. But my point is, that's the whole point of the show. And so it takes a joke like Bane's voice from the Batman series and makes him sound even weirder. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It makes him say stuff like, I ordered anchovies on this. You know what I'm saying? It's just the joke in of itself is that he has this French, this British sounding voice and all hoity-toity, but he's doing mundane things. There's the joke. It's built in. It's there for you to get it. You watch MODOK. What is built in for you to get these jokes?
Yeah, but here's the problem though. Harlequin is like literally a comedy. Like I can't stress this out to you. MODOK really is not at all whatsoever. They're not doing like the whole like every, you know, like was like 2 minutes like joke. They're not doing that. It's played straight. Like I said, like halfway in, I was like, oh, wait a second. They're actually like literally doing this straight, where it's
Wait. There's no jokes built into the divorce?
I mean, there are, but like they don't like there are, right? But
even Kramer versus Kramer built some jokes into the divorce, man.
Yeah. No, I mean, look, I mean, there are jokes, but like, they mixed it in with a lot of emotional parts. Like they mix it, like it's not what you're thinking, where it's like, okay, it's a lot of jokes and maybe I'm not reading these jokes. It's literally like I mean, you'll have like a joke where it's like, oh, MODOK, he said something funny, and then like we spend the next like 2 minutes of MODOK like trying to like improve his life to get back with his wife, and all that's not a joke. It's like him cleaning his apartment and trying to like diet, and then he like, you know, it's like it's sad, and we're supposed to feel that way, and it's just like at the end of the day, we're watching a toy of a giant big-headed monster man like in Marvel's universe, and I don't understand why they decided to take it that route. It makes no sense.
Yeah, I mean, the jokes wouldn't have landed anyway. If Matt, I know you were so tired of Harley Quinn that you were done with the character, and the show didn't really move you at all.
Yeah, but
when,
I will say that it's not for me. Like, if you enjoy it, that's fine. I like, it's one of those shows where I'll say it's not for me. This one's not for anybody.
Right, but they're doing like Harley Quinn's humor in the show, and it turns into like serious topics. Like the jokes have payoffs, and like it's built into the storyline, and so on and so forth, and everything moves forward. Like there's an overarching storyline and all that kind of shit. So I feel like they were doing the same thing, just very poorly. You know what I'm saying? Like very extremely poorly. And the reason why you feel like there's no humor is just probably they're really like they in the first episode that we saw, Sean, the humor was just built into I said something dumb. Let's go on to I shot my laser and shot your arm off. Hilarious.
And I'll be honest with you. Although I didn't like it, his interaction with the minions of AIM, probably the best stuff. Didn't like it. Because I damn sure didn't like the interaction with the family or the CEO of the fake Twitter or whatever it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like the actual core stuff that's, you know what I'm saying, like that actually was relevant to his comic counterpart, AIM and whatnot. That was probably the best part of the show, and it wasn't good. So
how much interaction did he have with AIM after that, Matt? Did they
honestly
try to take over the world or anything?
Yeah, he does, and that's kind of like the subplot, like the B story that goes on, but it just comes down to that one guy with the arm. Really, like the AIM is there in the background, but yeah, he just really interacts mainly, like I said, a lot with his family. If you just like, if you know, to understand really what I'm saying, just watch the second episode, and that's I mean, just to understand.
You're asking a lot, buddy.
I am. That's the tall order. But it will give you everything that, like, I'm saying, because the second order is like we just have the bait and swap, like I said, where it's like first order is like, okay, we're gonna have Marvel characters and it's gonna be funny and like haha, like we get it, but like no, really, it just completely comes down to like MODOK, like he steals a time machine and he tries to woo his wife again, so she doesn't leave him, but she does, and we're supposed to feel bad at the end of it, and it's like, okay, and it's like that. It's that tone for the next 8 episodes. Like I mean, I don't know if you guys want me to spoil the ending.
Oh no, please go ahead.
Does he commit suicide, money?
Like, I mean, if that would be interesting. So the ending is like he finally does woo his wife, right? Like after the everything, he gets his family, but a future version of MODOK says, MODOK, in one reality only, like you rule like the world, like AIM takes over in only one reality, plus Doctor Strange. And he's like, in order for that to happen, you have to pick that over your family. And like it kind of ends on a cliffhanger, but like that's literally the ending.
Is there any reality in which you care about which choice he picks enough to come back?
0 possibilities of me caring any reality, okay? Like, no, I mean, the only reality is the one reality where, like, I accidentally, like, fused with Patton Oswalt, and then we both, like, also. That's the only reality.
But then your personality ends up taking over, nigga. He ends up curating a museum and shit.
But yeah, I mean, honestly, it really is. Like I said, if you guys want to do it, just to understand, you even watch like 5, you tap. Like, I don't care if you tap, but just to really understand, because I don't want you to think that like it's not what I'm saying. It literally, like, it has way too much heart for, once again, a action figure, big-headed character. It's crazy.
So at the end of the day, man, what are we now looking forward to that Marvel has to offer us?
You talking about animation or anything?
Anything.
Okay, because I mean, I don't know. Like I was really this year I'm disappointed, man. So I don't know what to say, but like I was really kind of looking forward to the Marvel What If until I saw that trailer, the Marvel What If was like my most anticipated Marvel, like during the whole like big E3, not E3, the whole Comic-Con reveal, right? The Hall H Comic-Con reveal, like was it last year or it was right before COVID? It's 2019, where they had everything out there. It's like Disney's doing 1 million movies, and here's a Marvel block. And everything, like all the title and cards, the only thing that got me was the Marvel What If, and then I saw the trailer for that, and now I'm disappointed. So I'm looking forward.
First of all, Matt, that's where I'm gonna stop you at. All right. The one question everyone has always been saying is, what if? This is the one hypothetical that everybody has posted since the beginning of the time. What if Peggy Carter took the Super Soldier formula instead of Steve Rogers?
Oof. I mean, I know when I was in the first Avenger, Captain America, that was just in the back of my head the whole time. I was like, she was this close to that serum, and boy, things would be a lot different.
If she took a little sip.
Yeah, a lot. Huh? It's almost like she would be like some sort of Wonder Woman. And then Steve Rogers would be some sort of, I don't know, Steve Trevor kind of guy. It would be crazy swapping it. We've never seen anything like that.
Oh, my God. Or what if, she's British, right? What if she's like, and this is crazy, you know what I'm saying? To even speak it is heresy. What if she's like Captain Britain?
Oh,
something crazy like that.
Blowing my mind.
That's crazy. It'll never happen. It could never happen, man. Think about it. A Captain Britain. Oh, wow.
That's some pretty crazy stuff. Like I would pay money to see that.
Oh my goodness. Let me ask you a question, man. Is the Comics Explained guy that big now where he's in the bag for Marvel? Because he keeps trying to, he's put out like 20 videos.
I haven't seen his channel in like years, so you tell me.
He's putting out videos explaining the Eternals trailer.
Ah, shit.
With a lot of fervor and zeal. Like
oh god.
Yeah.
That's how he does everything. That's honestly when I stopped listening to him. Well, that's not true. Because what happened was he I never listened to him, and then I saw the new ones, and he was all have fervor for everything. This fake enthusiasm. Let me tell you, oh my god, this is so good. Let me tell you, oh, this is so great. So great. So what happens is, you believe this, get this. What happens is he walks into the door, and there's 2 Captain Marvels. Shut the fuck up, man. Like, nobody's this excited. Yeah. I preferred it back in the day when he used to read with his solemn voice and shit. You know what I'm saying? And he wrote out everything. That's neither here nor there. My point is, it's hard to tell if he's on the take from Marvel because he lies about his excitement for every single thing. Like,
yeah, has he had a negative review? Has he had like a
Can I share something with y'all?
Can I bust? Go ahead.
He has a new channel. And 1, 2, 3.
This shit smells of Marvel. This
4.
Shit reeks of Marvel. Oh no, dude! This shit reeks of Marvel. Oh, bro, even a banner. Oh no, no. Marvel's got him. Marvel, rest in peace, comic guy. Marvel is in his pocket. This shit reeks of Marvel, dude. Look at this. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Oh my god. Yeah, no, 100%. I don't even need to click a video. Let's look at this bullshit, dude. Spider-Man No Way Home, Wanda broke the internet. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, Wanda broke the internet. Oh, here's why the Eternals didn't stop Thanos. Why didn't it stop Thanos, you asshole? Oh my god, dude, no. All right. Like, absolutely not, man. There's no way this guy is getting like cut from Marvel. There's no way. Is there a video where he talks about like how Galaxy's Edge is the best theme park? Fuck out of here, man. The Eternals introduced you. Get the fuck up, dude. Oh, I can't, man. Yeah, nah. He's dead. He was actually dead to me a long time ago. Wait, it was like a some crazy video, like Takir Sport, where he was like overhyping it. It was called like Too Powerful for the MCU, Sabretooth. I was like, all right, let me go ahead and peruse this video and see what he's talking about. And I clicked it, and he's just like, for you guys who don't know, Sabretooth's history is deep and rich. I'm like, okay. And he's like, so Sabretooth had a huge major nerf after the 1980s. So if you're talking about pre-1980 Sabretooth, no way. He'll just destroy the Avengers. I was like, oh, what? He's like, yeah, he'll fucking Hulk, rip it to shreds. Iron Man might take him a while because he could fly. So it'll take him probably a couple of minutes for Sabretooth to get him. And then he's dead. And it's like, oh, shut up, dude. And then the whole entire video was him just like going on this insane nonsense. And that was years ago. And now obviously Marvel is in his pocket because the Eternals introduced mutants. 75,000 for this complete and utter bullshit. The Eternals introduced like epic boredom. The Eternals introduced like me questioning why Marvel's still doing this. The Eternals introduced me. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, his candle's dead to me. Okay, as far as I'm concerned. Earth 98. Fuck out of here, bro. Whatever. All right, that's our rant, man. I can't.
Yo, that fucking Sabretooth shit is on point as a motherfucker.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, bro.
No. I'm saying you're right.
Okay, I was about to say, it was, dude, y'all need to watch this video. It's fucking insane. He was talking about, like, oh yeah, fuck it, Hulk doesn't stand a chance. Thor, well, maybe Thor fucking like, play the bat game and start shooting him lightning. They'll anger him like enough to where he can buy him some time to think how to beat Sabretooth. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It was just like that. And that's what I'm saying. I can't listen to this nigga no more because it's not even coherent thoughts anymore.
Yeah, and he's just like sitting there. He's like, and of course, I'm obviously talking about the Nerf Sabretooth. If this is pre-1980 Sabretooth, then everybody's taking the L. Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
Like, oh my god, bro. Like when I tell you, bro. Like, it's just fucking a child going on a rant, and like he got more views off of that, so it's easier for him. This
I can understand him though, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because when I found him, it was taking these, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, these maxi runs of comic story arcs and condensing them into maybe a 45-minute video. You know what I'm saying? Where he would tell you each detail about what happened, and it was cool. But at some point, you run out of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you run out of these long arcs, and then you got to give your own 2 cents. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? The man lived long enough to see himself become the villain, man.
Number one, these like loser bastards that sold out, they sold out. And like the very first thing was an advertisement for them selling dick pills to people. I was like, is your audience that much of a loser? Like their audience is so bad that they're not even pretending. They're selling straight up fucking dick pills, like chewable Viagra, and I'm not kidding you, to their fucking audience. So immediately I was kind of thrown off, and like they just went into like Hill City. It's the worst offender I've seen on YouTube, man. So if you guys want to see how bad that could be, then they're the number one example. They're selling like Hungry Man lonely meals and dick pills and like therapy sessions online in case your daddy left you. It was like, what the fuck happened to this channel? So yes, that is the number one example. It's a prime
example. These niggas got Alex Jones's audience.
Yes. There is definitely some bleed over. And like, you know, like once again with the whole 1980s Sabretooth, and it's like, what the fuck are you basing this off of? Like, it is one panel, right? It's like, okay, Sabretooth, like he like nudged like fucking, let's say like it was like some bullshit where it's like, oh, the Sentry came down and Sentry really like he put his hand on Sabretooth's shoulder and Sabretooth nudged his shoulder off. It's like, okay, in order for him to do that, then we're looking at 17 newtons of strength. It's like, what? What? Get the fuck out of here. It's like, yeah, Sentry once moved a planet, and if Sabretooth moved his hand off his shoulder, then that means Sabretooth is stronger than Sentry, so Sabretooth can move planets. It's like, what is this nonsense, dude? It's complete and total fucking nonsense math, and that's their basis off of most of the foolishness of the cat. It's like literally like fucking like 1 or 2 panels, and then they'll like completely extrapolate these panels and like deep dive. It's like, I don't think you understand how crazy this is. So we saw Sabretooth, right? Just like in the Morlocks sewer, okay? Couple panels later, just like if you look at the sun, it's in the same place. And he's no longer in New York, he's in Louisiana. If he had to run from New York to Louisiana in like 2 minutes, the Sabretooth is faster than the Flash. It's like, the fuck out of here. It's the comic, man. It's insane. And they do that a lot. So it is literally, it just is going down a rabbit hole of madness sometimes. Like that was a video that broke me, where as soon as I was done with it, I just gave him my fat thumbs down, and I never went back.
I don't think I've ever taken the time to thumbs down a video.
I don't
Oh no! I tell you, I do it all. I do it all the time. I'll even leave a comment every now and then where it's just like,
vote with your thumbs, man. Vote with your thumbs, man.
Yes, exactly.
Please leave all that in.
Yeah, but then sometimes, man, like you'll go to the channel and then you'll like scroll down to see if there's anybody who's sane. And the one person that's sane, like what drives me crazy is like, I don't care if they get dogpiled. It's whenever the guy from the channel jumps in, where it's like, I don't think like Sabretooth, who gets like bitched out by the X-Men, can handle the Avengers. And he comes in, I guess you didn't fucking read this one comic where Sabretooth was like, oh God. It's just like, I'm just genuinely saying that this is like S tier here. Sabretooth is S plus tier. It's like, okay, all right, buddy. And then all his minions come thumbs it up and like, this asshole doesn't get Sabretooth. It's like, oh my God. And that happens a lot, where like whenever they chime in, and it pisses me off, because once again, it's like at that point, here comes the dog pile, you know?
You asked if we're looking forward to anything coming up in the Marvel Cinematic Universe near future. A lot of these TV shows got to get the fuck out of here. Like, honestly, I think all of them. Let me take a look. Maybe Moon Knight. I hear a lot about that guy.
Moon Knight is the I'm gonna tell you what gives me pause about Moon Knight is Moon Knight has like several different iterations, and none of them have been particularly like the most popular. So I don't know which way they'll go. I have a favorite Moon Knight, a favorite version of Moon Knight.
Marvel Now, Sean.
You said what now?
Is it Marvel Now, like the schizophrenic one?
Where he's basically Batman.
Well, no, that's like, I think basically Batman is main Moon Knight. There was a Marvel Now run where he's more like Rorschach. But he's schizophrenic, and whenever he goes into a different personality, like his powers change based off of that god. That's my favorite run.
Are you talking about the one where he was imagining that he was friends with Wolverine?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, well, I mean, the run I'm talking about, he has like a white suit.
Yeah. Oh wait, like a white like dress suit.
Yes.
Mr. Moon Knight. Yeah, nah, I'm not.
I like that one a lot, man. Like, I thought it was interesting, man. He was more like Rorschach than he was Batman, though.
Yeah.
And I liked it.
Yeah. I didn't read too much of that one. I'm curious to see which way they'll go. Because I mean, I think one of the mainstays of Moon Knight is that he has mental issues. I don't know.
Well, thanks for that. Because I was going to say I don't know much about him other than he's crazy, and they say he's like Batman.
Yeah.
But you guys summed that up for me. Now I'm no longer looking forward to it. Thank you. And then there's Ms. Marvel.
Well, no, there's the Marvels. Oh, you talking about the Marvel television show? Ms. Marvel.
just the Marvel television show. Ms. Marvel. Yeah. What's the chances that Rogue steals her powers? 0.
Well, no. That's not. You talking about Kamala Khan, Ms. Marvel.
Oh, that's going to be this Ms. Marvel?
Yeah, the little Indian girl.
So not the one that Rogue stole her powers from.
No, not Carol Danvers.
No longer looking forward to that. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Loki, the Loki show.
Am I looking forward to that?
I think so. Tom Hiddleston never puts in a bad performance, and he finds ways to keep his portrayal of Loki fresh.
Yeah, and I like his character, so I think it's gonna be good.
Yeah,
I'm tired of Loki though. Like I'm like, you know what I mean? He's died 3 times to come back. I know he's the mischief god. They're gonna have to do it. They're gonna have to earn me. I'm gonna give them an episode, but they're gonna have to earn that respect. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, true, but they keep earning. They take your disapproval and they do something with it. Man.
You think that was just like audition?
And so, yeah.
It like, can you do like a dying? Can you do like a dying acting? It's like, oh shit.
Convincing.
Use this, yeah.
And
let go of this Frost Bridge and pretend you're diving into the universe or whatever the fuck.
And this show, I believe, is like Loki as a time cop. So I'm all right with that, man.
Not, the last time cop oriented show was trash. Umbrella. So Umbrella School or whatever the fuck it was called. Trash. Hawkeye. Did we like Hawkeye in China?
That's not what it's about.
Yeah,
that's not what it's about. It's about his daughter.
What?
Hey, Mitchell. Bro, yeah, like, well, hold on. Okay, you think that like we're going to be giving out just random shows to dudes now, 2021? Dude, that's how we roll, bro.
Do you think cisgendered males, white men, are just getting shows?
Sorry, it's time to move over.
In a minute, cisgender white males won't even be able to speak in public.
I, for one, have never seen a strong female character that has archery skills. So it's about time.
Oh my God.
Pretty brave.
They got me, my nigga. I thought it was going to be Stop Asian Hate. Fucking Hawkeye in Asia. He's up, my nigga.
They got you a couple times, man. Right.
They got me, my nigga.
This man said, "Oh man, Miss Marvel. All right, going back to the old name, I see." Wait, what? Oh my goodness! But I do think your hypothesis is going to be the part of the plot of the new Marvel it's going to be called The Marvels, but her sequel, Captain Marvel sequel.
All right, let's just go back. Let's go back to the movies, okay? Because I'm done. That's all I'm looking for.
Oh no! You got She-Hulk. You forgot She-Hulk.
Oh, am I looking forward to that?
It's a female.
Am I looking forward to that, Sean? I'm not understood.
Listen. Let me give you.
Say it, man. Say it so we get flagged. Miscast,
man. Oh my goodness. Let me hold on.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I remember the miscast. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, not miscast. Trash, nigga. I remember that now.
Hold on. Wait a second.
It's kind of crazy that you can't even say miscast now, because it's not like we're saying a miscast. It should have been a man with a dick. It's like, oh well, there's plenty other females that could be much better She-Hulk. So like, excuse me, like I don't understand what the problem. I'm just saying that this one person, like right here, is not a good cast. And it's like, oh,
is that a thing? They're trying to police people saying that people are miscast. I ain't even know it. Just looking through here, I do want to see Black Widow, even though it's far past its sell-by date. You know what I mean? That should have came out 4 or 5 years ago.
Speak on it.
But I will watch it. You know what I mean? Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is the only movement moving right now. From what from where I'm sitting, Spider-Man is doing what he got to do. Now I don't know what this next movie is gonna bring, but I know it's set up perfectly.
Yeah. But usually the third Spider-Man movie is absolute ass. So maybe
that is
a great tradition.
I mean, the Amazing series didn't even make it a 3, man. Like before being total ass, it was 1 ass, 2 ass. I
don't know, man. They were on to something when they had the robot Rhino. Nigga.
Some people say that that second Amazing Spider-Man movie was a 10 out of 10.
Oh, sure.
and it wasn't Paul.
Oh, so you were the one guy in the theater that was like, during the scene where he's like, I'm gonna get in the Rhino. You're like, oh shit, he's about to jump in the Rhino. Yes, one guy. All right.
When Spider-Man threw that manhole cover at Rhino, and Kendrick Lamar started rapping, Kier hopped up out his seat and urged everybody else in the theater standing ovation. They started throwing roses at the screen and shit.
Yeah, but the one teardrop slowly coming down. At a scene where Emma Stone looks at Peter Parker and goes, "I break up with you," and I was like, they left that shit in. Like, that was the best take. I break up with you. What?
Listen,
actually in the movie, look it up. It's fucking great. Like,
listen. I had such a low bar going in. I was entertained, brother. I was entertained. I have since then matured. I was young. I was reckless. I had a drug addiction at the time. Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness.
Okay, here's the thing, man. Listen,
give me more.
Listen,
give
let me talk.
More.
Can I
feed it into my veins, nigga? Liquefy that shit and motherfucking just tap it in, nigga.
Let's talk about it, man. Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. All right, I think everybody on this call, on this podcast, I think everybody on this podcast equally agrees that WandaVision turned out to be trash.
Yes.
Okay, but all right, Wanda is not a steak. Wanda is a sizzle. You know what I'm saying? Spider-Man is a steak. Doctor Strange is a steak. Now, if you add her and sprinkle her on there, you add some sizzle to their steak, I'm all right with it. You know what I'm saying? Even if she brings the Aryan Nation vision. You know what I'm saying? White skin and blue eyes.
The pure vision?
Yeah. In his purest form. You know what I'm saying? The vision for the master race, man. Even if you bring him, man, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? Because she's going to be heavily involved in Spider-Man. She's going to be heavily involved in the plot for Doctor Strange. I can get down with that. If we're going through multiverses and alternate realities, I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm down like a clown, man. I'm in. I'm in, man. My ticket is bought and paid for already.
Pie crack, right? Real guys talking that real shit.